Hey friends, it is Friday, October, October 6th, and you're not in school. But the good news is you know where to get help. So here we go. This is what we're doing. Yesterday we talked about when do decimals repeat, and we used the cheese stick problem with the unifix cubes, and we said the number of cheese sticks was our numerator. So let's say we had 11 cheese sticks, and then the number of placemats or the number of people. So we said we had 11 cheese sticks, and we have to divide those into threes between three people. So how much does each person get? So the first thing we did is we put one cheese stick on each person, and then two cheese sticks, and then three cheese sticks. That was 9, and then we had 2 left over. So then we said, well, if we have 2 left over, how do we break those up? So we broke those up into tens, and then we started distributing them. And then we found out if we kept having 1 left over, that we got a repeating decimal. And if there were none left over, then we got to a terminating decimal. And so that's where we finished up yesterday. And then we introduced long division at the tail end. And so we started working through some long division problems. And so we wanted to make sure that we were able to move between fractions and decimals. So what are we doing today? We have a couple homework questions that we're starting with today. And I'm putting up 3 homework questions, and you're going to pick 2, and then I'm going to set the clock for 15 minutes. And then you just get into your groups, get your dry erase boards, get your markers, and then work these problems out. So the first one says, convert the following fractions to decimals. Show your work. This one, you can work out of the ebook in 2.9, or you can work off the screen. So sometimes maybe the screen isn't bright enough, so you might need to use your ebook, or maybe you're too far away. So that's why I have these numbers up here. This is problem 2.9. So you have to convert 2/5 to a decimal, 3/8, and then 30/20. How do you want to do it? It's up to you. We can sit down and do it with cheese sticks. We can also sit down and do that with long division. Problem 2.10, which is also in your ebook. Mario ordered a pizza for dinner. When it arrived, Mario quickly ate 1/8 of the pizza. While Mario was getting napkins, his pet poodle ate 1/3 of the pizza. So now, on your dry erase boards, draw a model of the pizza that shows the portions that have been eaten, and then write a numerical expression to show the fraction of the pizza that is left. And then about what percent of the pizza is left. 2.15 in your CPM ebook. Thomas has a bag with 7 green marbles, 5 blue marbles, 4 red marbles. For each part below, if the marble selected is replaced before the next marble is drawn, find the probability for the given draw. Write your answer as a fraction, as a decimal, as a percent. You can check that in 2.15, or you can go on and find out what is the probability that he would pick a red marble. What is the probability that he would pick a red marble or a green marble? So it could be either one. And then what is the probability that he would pick an orange marble? Sound good? And that's theoretical probability, right? Experimental probability, remember, we would actually go through and pick things and tally and pick and tally and pick. And this one, we're not doing the experiment. We're thinking about the probability, the theoretical probability. So then after that, I'm going to stop the kids, and then we're going to go on to the summative. Making sure that everyone has their summative turned in. If your summative is not turned in, we're going to turn it in. And we'll finish that up. Make sure that we get everything logged in Infinite Campus so you know what those scores are. So it's going to go homework 1 and 2. You pick 2 of those 3 problems. Then we go to the summative, and then we go to the yellow fraction review. And I'll post these fraction reviews up on Google Classroom. So there's the yellow sheet and the orange sheet, and they kind of look like this. Here's one of them. This is the first one. This has fractions with like denominators that you're adding or subtracting. And this is the back side of that one. This has fractions, but they do not have like denominators, but they're showing you how to set up finding like denominators. So we think about multiplying by the giant 1 in the middle. So that's what I'm going to draw in there. And then in 38, we get to these. This is figuring out adding fractions that do not have common denominators. So we have to figure out what if 5 and 3 both go in 2, what if 8 and 4, multiply it by the giant 1, and then get our like denominators, and then add those up. And then this is the back side of that one. This one is adding, again, fractions with denominators that aren't alike. And then in this one, you might get into some mixed numbers, or numbers where the numerator is greater than the denominator. Sound good? And then that's a lot of work, so then I put a you do you time. And then if you ever get bored with just taking a break, then we can always move to the orange fraction review sheet. So to recap, what do we do today? We're still talking about fractions. We're still talking about decimals. We still talk about decimals that terminate and those that repeat. And then when the kids came in, we did homework, picking 2 problems. Then we did the summative. Then we worked on our first fraction review sheet, took a break, and then if we had time, then we went on to our second fraction review sheet. Sound good? All right, I'll have those fraction review sheets posted on Google Classroom too. All right, I hope you're feeling well, and hopefully we will see you next week. All right, friends, have a great day.